Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Go now. 50, plant.
Check. Mike 42.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first.
Strip that ball.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch out.
They go with Chubb on second down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll look to throw here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Allen Robinson. His fourth touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Going to give this time to the tailback. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 29, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Allen going to throw. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line.
Big stop, team. Big stop. Let's go.
Check 13. Check 13.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Allen's throw is complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Charger drive about to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go. Undercut. Let's go.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's get it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, Haywood. 42.
He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Yeah, baby. We got it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Push him back. Hey, hold.
Now Allen. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On the carry, it's Chubb. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Second and 13. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Okay, ready?
42, Mike, 42. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Oh, what a move. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Number 53, Mike 53. He can't hang. He's not going to get it.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 31, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu. Just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Alert flow, alert flow, alert flow. Alert. He's checking. Crash.
Hey, orbit.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Nick Chubb. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On first down, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Bravo.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Badgley's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. There's the stiff arm. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Throwing his Allen on third. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
It's a party now. It's a party. Pass.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
He's heavy on the edges. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got you. Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Here's Allen on first and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 34 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Go team, spell a alpha. Look at me, zipper. 5.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch the pass. Out, 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 out.
Greystone travel.
They'll give it to Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, 4 down.
A toss left, Henry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25. Yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will get them one closer. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come on,
The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, exit.
Show it up. Slam, slam, slam.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, high 7.
52. Block 52. 52 is the mic. I smell fear now.
Get it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds Robinson.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
60 Pittsburgh.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
52, Mike 52. Come on, D. Hey, Mike 52.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. An opening for Chubb on 1st down as he dashes forward for about 7. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, it's just me and you.
General West.
It's me and you. Check. Crunch. Slam.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now Chubb, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Let's go.
Go, go.
Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 46 yards out. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
No.
On the ground, it's Chubb, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check nine.
Derrick Henry. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
52's the Mike, boys, 52. Yo.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Chargers 27, Jaguars 17. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Jaguars take over.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And the Jaguar first down.
Alert! Hey, Charlie!
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
56. 5. Half 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
To throw again. Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, Allen going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Allen. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 50.
Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Back to throw. Robinson's got it. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Irvin.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen again. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Come on, set. 8, read.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
Big grip.
Going on the ground with Eckler. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick.